Entertainment. I'm your host, Dominique Williams, and I have joining back with me Felix Reyes Jr.
Yo, I'm back like I never left, man. How's everything? Yeah?
That's good.
You know, I had to do that senior paper, got it out the way. I'm good now.
Graduation, right?
Yes, I'm ready.
And also, to the left of me, I have Timothy White Jr. How
You
you
know,
been?
man, I've been chilling, you know.
All right, so the rundown for today, we have Deflate Gate is back. Should the Warriors get a pass if they lose in the playoffs? Our way too early final predictions and our top 5 for the week. So let's get this play started. Deflate Gate is back. It's been reported that the ban was reinstated and Tom Brady will be suspended for 4 games of the 2016 NFL season. Felix, let's start with you. How do you feel about this?
I think it's ridiculous, man. The fact that they're still in court 2 years later over some deflated footballs.
Balls.
It's ridiculous. Like, when are we going to move past this? I thought we were done with this. I thought we were done with this when they said that the ban was reversed and that Tom Brady was able to play all of last season. And the fact that we're still in court 2 years later for this, I think it's ridiculous. It's stupid. Just let them play. We have players in the league that have done worse things that we know of, that we know that they committed these crimes. They've done things off the court, off the field, I should say. And it's just stupid to me that we're still in court over deflated footballs. Tom Brady has to fight this. He has to continue to fight because now it's based off opinion. It's based off what you think should be the ruling. Mm-hmm. First time they said Tom shouldn't be suspended. Now they're saying he should be suspended. So keep fighting, Tom. What about you?
Tim?
Excuse me. First and foremost, excuse my stuffy nose. I'm just getting over with a cold. But regarding this whole Deflate Gate debacle, all this nonsense, jibber jabber, look, just drop it. It's ridiculous, okay? It really takes away from the fact that, like, the average fan always can't even. Honestly, I just really feel like it's ridiculous. It's the fact that we're still talking about this. Has been going on for like the past 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
It makes no sense at all as to why the NFL won't just let this little deflated football thing go. And as to why they're trying to pin everything on Tom Brady, for some reason, I don't know why. I think the commissioner really just has something against Tom Brady as a person. I really think this is past football. Since we're gonna throw opinions out there, this is my opinion. Like it or love it, hate it or love it, whatever you want to go with it. This is what I think. I think the NFL commissioner, I think he really has something against Tom Brady, and I think he really has something against the Patriots organization. I think he really has something against their organization due to the fact that they are still winning off of their own old set ways. You notice how every other NFL team has done some type of transitioning into the quote-unquote new NFL regarding new rules and stuff of that nature. Right. Now, just because the Patriots are still winning off of their old methods doesn't mean that they're cheating. It doesn't mean that. Right. And that's just really like fine comb detailing it, but with a brief description. But at the same time, like I said, this is my opinion, so that's what I feel.
But do you think that it's Roger Goodell that has the beef with Tom Brady, or do you think it's the actual NFL owners that may have the beef with Tom Brady because they may be a little jealous of their? I think it's
Roger Goodell, supported by the NFL. The other NFL team owners.
Right. I asked that only because Roger Goodell works for the owners, so he's supposed to do what they say.
And to be honest with you, if anything, Roger Goodell is but a mere puppet.
Right.
If you ask me, and yes, I said it.
Oh, right.
He is but a mere puppet in this Deflate Gate situation.
Right. He's just a face.
Exactly.
Do you think he exercises rights though? I mean, it is collectively bargained for him to dish out punishment as he sees fit, but do you think
this is not punishment as it sees fit? Logically, this is not fit. Like right. It doesn't really make sense as to why the NFL is trying this hard and is this persistent to make Tom Brady and the New England Patriots organizations admit to something that's not even technically true. Right. We don't even know if it really happened yet. Like, this is still allegedly. Right. We don't even know if this stuff really happened. And not only that, we don't know
faulty, I should say, wording
But not only that, we don't even know if Tom Brady had any idea of this going on, even if it did happen.
Yeah.
So let's say, for instance, if the balls were deflated, okay, who was to say that Tom Brady had a say in this? Who was to say that the head coach had a say in this? I'm mad that we skipped past New England.
But that's like more of a he say, she say. There's no actual fact or evidence, really.
All the quarterbacks deal with the footballs before the game, but they deal with the footballs, and the equipment managers deal with the football. They already fired their equipment managers because of this. But
wouldn't that raise a sign right there? Like a flag, I'm sorry.
Right. Well, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning were the ones that advocated for the footballs to be handled by the quarterback before the game so that they could try to break them in. You know what I'm saying? Get that feeling for the balls before they actually go out and play.
Yeah.
But I still think it's stupid that he's being suspended. But a part of me just feels like he brought a little bit of this on himself because they asked him for his cell phone to complete the investigation or whatever, and he ended up destroying it. So, I mean, if you don't have anything to hide, or you say you don't have anything to hide and that you're innocent, why not just put it all out there on the table? I get it.
He probably has like other personal information on there that might be not pertain to that, but it might lead to other issues, and he didn't want that to happen.
That's why I say, like, yeah, I get it, because we're America, you have your right to privacy.
Yes.
This is the thing I don't
to a certain extent.
This is the thing I don't get. We have, and I digress after this, we have guys like Greg Hardy in the NFL that are, and at once upon a time, Reyes, that are beating, getting arrested for abusing their partner, domestic violence, and yet he still landed on another team the next year.
Right.
After this assumption, still wasn't even proven. That wasn't proven, but
they sent it out of court.
Exactly, charges drop, everything. But when it comes down to deflated footballs, which is not even a misdemeanor, in my opinion.
Right. That's not a crime.
Is it a crime? Right?
This man is still
a crime in the game.
This man is still trying to fight. This man is still trying to fight this case. This alleged case.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, in other words, like, he's still trying to fight that he did not know anything of a deflated football at all. Right. So my point is, the NFL is just being petty. The NFL is being very petty at this point. Roger Goodell is being very petty. He's a petty puppet right now.
Petty puppet.
But even if he did know about it, is it still a crime? I mean, honestly.
To them, yes, because they have.
No, it's a crime as far as breaking rules, yeah. But it's like, is it a crime where you have to be taken to court and all of this? Like, okay, suspend him, let him pay a little fine, whoop-dee-doo. But like, they're making this as a bigger case than anything. Like, there's so many other things going on within the NFL organization and the league that
probably should be handled before that.
Yeah, like, come on. But it's the NFL. It happens.
Petty puppet. Petty puppet.
All right, we head over to Eric for this week's Street Corner.
Welcome back to our final edition of Street Corner. I'm your host, Erick White. Let me first start off by saying, Felix, I noticed your last show. Just know that you're going to be greatly missed, man. Everything you do for the show, all your hard work, we're just going to miss you as a whole sports crew family, and just, I wish you much success in your life in the future. Just know, I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. You taught me a lot. Anyways, let me get back to the topic. On this week of Street Corner, we're going to be asking the students of Cookman, should the Warriors get a free pass if they should lose early in the playoff just because Steph Curry's not playing?
No, they shouldn't.
The reason why?
I think they will. Steph Curry will come back though. He said he's only out for 2 weeks, and I think they should win the NBA championship. Beat Cleveland. Yeah.
Okay.
No, because Stephen Curry is the best player in the world.
Honestly, I don't even know why this question sprung into play because they proved that they can win numerous games without him. And I'm pretty sure their bench will step up because their bench is pretty in-depth to step up to the plate. They've shown it before, so I don't even know why the question even came up now.
Do I believe that the Warriors should have a free pass just because Steph Curry's not playing? Absolutely not. I understand he's the best player on the Warriors as well as the best player in the league, but at the end of the day, it's still a team sport, and other key players such as like Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Sean Livingston, they all need to step up. They already proven that they can win without Steph Curry, although the win might not be as pretty or as glorifying as you might want it to be. At the end of the day, a win is still a win. And just because Steph Curry is not playing, I still believe that it's a team sport, and a team should not get a pass for losing just because one player is not playing. So let's see what you guys think. Back to you.
Just last week, the Golden State Warriors celebrated reaching 73 wins. This week, the Warriors have to play without their star point guard, Steph Curry, due to his MCL sprain in his right knee. Should they get a pass if they was to get bounced out early? Tim, let's start with you.
No, 1,000 times no. And here's why. For one, numbers never lie. The Warriors would be the second best team in the NBA without Steph Curry, might I add. With all three of the All-Stars on the floor, Golden State Warriors outscored opponents by an incredible 20.4 points per 100 possessions. With Thompson and Green in without Curry, that number drops to minus 7.9 points per 100 possessions. Though it's a steep drop, it's still good enough that it would have ranked second in the NBA this season behind the Spurs. This is, might I add, this is without Steph Curry. These guys are still good. Majority of the time, the Warriors didn't even play the fourth quarter with Steph Curry. So what does it tell you? Another thing, they'd have the fourth best offense in the NBA when Thompson and Green are on the floor without Curry. Golden State's offense still scores 107.3 points per 100 possessions. That would have ranked fourth in the NBA this season behind the Thunder, Spurs, and the Cavaliers, and they'd rank as the eighth most specific three-point shooting team. The eighth most prolific three-point shooting team in the NBA. And this is all without Steph Curry. This is without the guy who dropped 400 three-pointers in a season. So my thing is, you don't get a pass. If you want to say you're the best, you have to prove to be the best. As sometimes the Bulls did it without Michael. Sometimes they didn't do it with.
How can you be the best if you don't have the best starting five?
But look, this is the point I'm trying to make. The Bulls did it without Michael sometimes when he was active on the roster. Don't get my words mixed up. When he left the Bulls completely, it was done. It was dead. But when he was active on that roster, some games he didn't play. Some games Scottie Pippen had to step up. And he did. So therefore, this is Klay Thompson's time to step up. This is Green's time to step up. Mm-hmm. All that talking, it's time to really back it up because you don't have your star player. Show me your worth. Show me you really have the best bench in the NBA.
Be about that action.
When you claim to have the best bench in the NBA, the best overall roster, one of the best dynamic duos, you guys should be able to function properly without one another, and you should be able to function properly along with that bench as well. So my whole thing is, it's time for the Warriors to put up or shut up. I don't want to hear any whining or complaining saying, oh, well, you know, if Steph was here. Steph's not here, okay? Steph's not here. And the same thing goes for the Clippers. Chris Paul's not there, okay? And everybody's counting the Clippers out. But you know what? They could possibly still get some things shaken. Now, will they get past the Warriors if they make it past the Trailblazers?
You're going too far. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just really
Let's put a pause on it.
I just really feel a certain type of way about it. That's all I'm saying.
I disagree. Now, I will agree with you to an extent. They don't deserve a pass, but I will understand if they lose. No team has won the NBA championship without their best player, period. And you named all those stats about how good they still are without Steph and all that, but they would still be the second best team in the league. What would make them what made them the first and the best team this year? Steph Curry. He was the best player on their team. And you said about how a lot of those fourth quarters they played without Steph. Well, that's because the first three quarters with Steph, they were up by 35 points, and there was no need to play them in that fourth quarter. So I feel like, yes, they don't get a pass because they are still really good without him, but I could understand how they would lose or how they can get bounced out early without having their best player on the floor.
Look, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear none of that. Guess who didn't get a pass without their best players on the floor? LeBron didn't get a pass.
LeBron's the best player on that team.
Regardless, he needs Kyrie. He needs Kevin Love. He needs
player,
J.R.
right?
Smith.
But he was
He's
the best
the king,
player.
right?
Where's his supporting cast? Klay Thompson.
now
Klay Thompson has the potential to be, if not on Steph Curry's level, probably better. He has that potential, and he's already an all-star. So my point I'm trying to make is, He has a supporting cast. So my point I'm trying to make is the Warriors still have a chance. Just because Steph Curry's not playing doesn't mean all hopes of a finals or of making it to the finals or even winning the finals is lost. It's not.
Yeah, but they're not as good as if you have Steph on the team. When Steph is on the team playing, everybody has the Warriors as a lock to the finals.
Obviously, but the question was, do they deserve a pass? No, they don't. With those stats that I just named, would you give somebody like the Warriors a pass without having Stephen Curry?
A lot of people would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
They'll be like, well, Steph Curry wasn't there.
Right.
They have to adjust to a new offense.
All right.
because
So
Steph
are we
Curry
gonna
is like the
are we gonna give the Heat a pass because Chris Bosh isn't there?
He's not their best player.
Not their best player.
Are we gonna?
That's
No.
what we're talking about. He's their best
No,
player.
because we gave the Heat a pass when it was LeBron, Wade, and Bosh didn't play in those last
pass? They lost.
No, people gave them a pass.
No,
I'm not trying to hear
when
that.
Chris
People
Bosh-
gave
when
them a
Chris Bosh
pass.
went down that time when they lost him, they needed somebody to step up in his role because he's a supporting cast.
That's
He's
my
not their
point.
best player.
The
Stephen Curry
Warriors
is their
have
best player.
the Warriors have a supporting cast.
But who's gonna fill in Stephen Curry's spot though? Who's gonna shoot all them threes like Stephen Curry?
Calm down. Second best player could be the best player on any other team in the NBA.
He could definitely be the best player on the Lakers.
My point
But
exactly.
He couldn't be the best player on
So this is my point.
Cavs.
Without this is my point though. When I say on almost any other team, this is my point.
Best player on the Warriors after Stephen Curry.
Klay Thompson. That was the point I've been making my whole time talking.
Right,
Look,
but
this is what I'm trying to
Can you
say.
name a team that has won the NBA Finals without their best player?
You see, Andre Iguodala had to step up last year in the finals
And that's
when
not their
Stephen
best
Curry wasn't
player.
playing
And that's not
his
their best
game,
player.
right?
And
But-
that's
and
not
the
their
other
best
point that I'm
player.
gonna make
You're
is-
proving my point, Dom. I appreciate
I'm
this.
just saying.
Well, the other point that I'm going to make though is Steph Curry makes the game much easier for everybody else.
He
Yes.
does.
Spreads the floor for everybody else.
There is no denying that, Felix. I'm not saying that. My point is, am I giving them a pass? No.
Well, we have to agree.
Point
All right,
blank, period.
let's die it
We have
down.
to agree to disagree.
We're gonna die it down from him. All right, when we come back, we'll have some more NBA sports for you. All right, welcome back. So let's digress from the Warriors topic, and now we're going into the
No pass.
so now we're entering the second round of playoffs coming up. I feel like let's make our way to early finals
Right, this is the
prediction.
last episode.
So we got to, because we're not gonna be here when the finals start. So let's make our prediction now. Felix, want to start with you?
I'm going Cavs versus Warriors again, a rematch.
Mm.
I'm presuming that Steph is coming back, and he'll be healthy enough. And I'm probably going to go Warriors in 7. They go back to back.
I'm going
Back to back.
Back to back.
I'm going Cavs and Thunder.
Like it.
Thunder to make it past the Spurs in the second round, make it past the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. Both in 7 games, but they'll ultimately lose to the Cavs by being through the pound for pound toughness. Excuse me.
Getting beat up through the playoffs.
Yeah.
Getting beat up through those 2 Game 7 series. That's the point.
Right.
Right.
So therefore, they'll get to the finals. They'll ultimately lose to the Cavs in 6. And LeBron will have his title again against the Thunder.
Right. I like it. What about you, Dom?
Well, yeah, I know I got lucky last year. Warriors in 6.
5, excuse me.
Huh?
They won in 6.
In 6. They won in 6, boo-boo. Don't come for me. I know my stats. Know yours.
Anyway, Dom,
okay.
what is your prediction?
Even though it's hard to say, the Cavaliers are doing very slow in the East. But I'm not going to pick the Cavs. I'm going to pick the second best team to come out the East.
Who's that?
I have to say the Heat.
Foolish.
Miami.
Yes. I think the Heat.
Foolish.
Foolish?
Foolish.
Hashtag it. Foolish.
I want to say
Miami
Miami.
Oh, you cooking it? So that's Chef Curry, I believe.
Chef Curry and the Warriors.
Gotcha.
You already know.
How many games?
Who wins first and foremost?
Right,
Bill.
who wins and how many games?
Views from the 6.
here
Views from the 6. Woo! views
Oh,
from the 6.
6 games.
6 games, you guys.
She
Views.
did the most for that prediction.
Right? Like Toronto. Last time I checked, you picked the Heat. Where did Toronto come from?
I hope Toronto makes it out too. If they have an opportunity, it could be the year, man. Drake dropping views from the 6. Let's see Toronto make it, man. Views from the 6.
Probably not, but
Correction,
But-
it's just called views now. Yeah.
But I do see the Warriors and the Heat in 6.
gotcha.
Dwayne
He
Wade.
hates that pick.
I really do. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm not picking LeBron James. I'm just not. And the Cavaliers, no, just not happening.
Sounds personal.
It's not personal. It's just, I just know.
All right, we're just gonna agree to disagree because we're
Yeah.
just not on the same page.
We
They all
just, we
three of
not.
us.
Mm-mm.
It's all right though.
It's not. I know I might be wrong, but I know I'm gonna get the Warriors in there. They're gonna be in there. We know that. That's hands down. But the East is up for grabs right now. So hey. So, top 5. Top 5.
Go ahead and get to it. Top 5.
Top 5.
Timothy.
Timothy.
Special top 5. Let's go ahead and get right to it, man. Let's go.
A Cameron production.
He would be the first person in playoff history. Wow, Stuckey, what a fake to Turner. He's fouled and goes. A three-point chance. Rodney Stuckey making out the defender. He put Tina Thomas versus Anderson. The feed.
Wade. Turn back the clock. Eighth turnover committed by the Raptors. 3 for Lowry. That's where he's at his best. He's making plays for others, attacking the rim, finding whoever, all the bigs that are diving in there, but he did that well. That pass easy done.
Austin, nice move. Mahimi, slam dunk.
32 seconds left. Walker the step back. Off the rim. Switch out by Lee, just like the fourth quarter the other night. Lee offers it up. Oh, he hits! Courtney Lee from long range. Charlotte up by 2. Lee comes up huge with the offensive board, and he sticks the jumper. 25.2 to play. Miami trailing Charlotte 90-88.
Man, oh man.
Oh man. Oh man.
His face is just.
Oh man.
It was all right.
Not again. Really? Come on. How you gonna go out with a bang like that? Come on, you gotta do it like Kobe.
I'm leaning to be a perfectionist now.
Oh, perfection.
Well,
I think
speaking of
I
Kobe-
think he still feels some type of way because mine was good last week.
It was good. I agree. Tim took all my credit. I saw.
It's like
I
shade
actually
over.
like I jumped in front of Tim because that, you know, that
think
clip.
so?
Yeah.
Damo just jumped over Cameron.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Kobe,
This
you
is the
said you had
person
to
who
go out
picked
like
the
Kobe.
Heat in the finals. I just want y'all to know that. Like,
Look,
Because I'm not picking
look.
the Cavs.
You know this is my last episode of sports. man.
Why you have to bring this upon us right now?
Hey man, I have to let everybody know this is my last episode. I just want to say thank you.
because my
to
dog finna
everyone.
graduate. You
My
know why?
dog graduated
He got
spring
those
16.
He got
Spring
those
16
degrees.
degree.
He got that
Ooh.
paper that you slaved
Right.
over.
Just
Ooh.
want to say thank you
Ooh.
to everyone that has supported us throughout the years, everyone that's tuned in weekly to watch the show, that has watched us grow as sports analysts and journalists throughout our profession. Going back, this is what I had on my first episode of Sports Corner.
Aw. You try to be like Kobe.
A little bit, man.
Try to be like Kobe.
And I just want to say thank you to you guys. Tim, when I first met you, it took me about 5 times to see you, to remember you. But now, nobody can walk on campus without seeing you and not noticing you and not knowing who you are.
You know how I go.
Dom, when we did,
Oh, you make
me
me
and Tim
blush,
did,
dog.
right, me and Tim did the first show together, and then you said, hey, I got this girl. She's going to be really good. I think she could do the carry champion thing.
Hold
We
up,
could
hold
do
up.
this.
Who put her on?
You.
All right, I just need her to remember that. I just need her to know that.
Brought her to me.
I'm gonna cry now. Wow.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what it is. And we were awkward at first.
Yeah, it was awkward.
But as time went on, man, we just got better. We gelled. You guys are
It was like we was meant to be.
Right.
Like they just put us together and we ended up excelling and just doing so good.
Watching Dom grow as a writer,
You taught me the best. This is my right hand. I'm gonna miss you. Like
Her right hand.
Right.
you my right hand. You my go-to.
So from us here at Sports Corner, make sure you follow us.
Yes.
At BCU Sports Corner on Twitter and Instagram.
All I gotta say is this: when my man's was sick and he ain't had no medicine, he had no money for no medicine, did he get a pass? No. The Warriors don't get a pass.
This is not
Timothy White
from
Jr.
Timothy White Jr.
Dominique
Williams.
Myself, Felix Reyes Jr.
Felix
for the last
Reyes Jr.
time.
When Felix leaves,
We gotta give each other.
when Felix leaves, we won't get a pass.